morning. Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. How's everybody doing this morning? I would say I'm moving a little bit slow, but I'm really not. Feels like I've been up all night. All night. I think I may have slept just a couple of hours. I always sleep just a couple of hours, but it feels like I only slept like an hour at a time. Sleep an hour, up 3 hours. But regardless of that, it's still a blessed Sunday. Hope y'all are having a great morning. For those who will be on the live, thank you for being here. For those who will watch it on the replay game. Or is it gang? I don't know. I think it's gang. Thank you so much as well. Y'all know that I really have nothing in particular to talk about when I come on. Just go with the flow. And I feel like I'm talking super low this morning, so I apologize for that. Well, you can tell I had a really bad night. You see that my eyes swollen. I scratched myself in the eye last night, or this morning. So I guess it's a good thing that I have to go to my doctor's office in the morning to pick up that RX because, yeah, might as well just sign in. Let them check my eye. Good morning, sis. Good morning. How are you? What time did y'all get off live last night? I got a little bit sleepy, so I logged off because I didn't want to stay on there and go to sleep and end up somewhere else as I normally do. Yes. Good morning, Melvin. Good morning. Red line, red line. Okay. Y'all see how bright the sun is shining this morning compared to yesterday. Yesterday it was really gloomy, stormy and gloomy. Melvin, how are you doing? How's your sister doing? Milton is in his top flight security spot behind me. Maybe he's I don't know, either he's looking outside or he's maybe protecting me in here because he didn't realize that I'm not talking to myself. Okay, well, she is very welcome, and I'm so glad, I'm grateful, thankful to hear that she is doing fine. I know you were saying they were going to move her to a regular room, so hopefully they were able to do that, and if not, it will be soon. But tell her that we're continuously sending up prayers and praises on her behalf, and for a complete, speedy recovery. Did you? Okay, okay. All right, because I know me. I felt it. And I was like, let me go ahead and get off of here before I wake up in somebody else's live again. But I've never seen that person before, and I wouldn't have seen them if I hadn't went on there to reply, and I saw you were live, so you know how it looks. It looks like you're live, and like I said, and they were playing some good music. Some really good music. I like the old school. Really, Melvin? Why don't the men come in here? They always want to know if we have their breakfast ready. Why don't the men come in here and say, I have your breakfast ready? Well, one did yesterday. He offered to cook, but he kind of disappeared when I, kind of pushed the issue a little bit. No, I can answer for Queen Bee. No, Queen Bee does not have your breakfast ready, Melvin. Um, and she will never have your breakfast ready. She might be able to, Queen Bee said she don't cook, Melvin, so she might slide you a gift card to McDonald's or a coupon to Burger King, but nah, You bring her, you go and prepare her breakfast. How about that? How about that? He's probably getting ready to run anyway. Melvin, are you still here? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. You it must have been a while back because, like you, I've stopped following people. I didn't really follow too many people. I would follow like the regulars on my page, but I follow like the regulars on my page. Um, but as far as picking up new people, I have learned my lesson. Learn my lesson. What are you talking about? Who's starting trouble early in the morning? And he said, and I'm going to pick up on it. Melvin, Trouble is your middle name. So you're already, ready for trouble. So picking up on it, no, that's why you came in here to start trouble. But you can't. Can y'all see it? I can feel it. Because my vision is still a little bit blurry. I scratched myself in my eye. So now my eye is swollen. And now you can see it. Compared to this side, look at this. All of that is swollen. I mean, how do you do that? Lord, not the red line. Not the red line. Oh. See, Melvin? It's not just me saying that. Everybody knows it. What are y'all gonna do today? Um, I am going to. I don't know. I'm gonna. Now that I don't have pickles on my mind all the time, and Queen Bee, I was not expecting it to work that quick. I was not expecting at all for that lemon juice to work that quick. Um, when we got off of live, I ate, took my medication, and made some lemon water. And I was like, okay, I'll eat some pickles with my lunch. Well, I didn't eat lunch. I went to sleep. So I woke up, and it still took me a minute to eat. And I don't even know what I ate yesterday. Maybe I had a sandwich or a wrap or something like that. But I only ate the two pickles because, yeah, I ate a wrap. I only ate the two pickles because I was eating the wrap chips and I wanted the pickles. And it wasn't like a craving. It just went with what I was eating. And when I was fixing the second lemon water is when it really hit me. Like I have went all day only eating 2 pickles, where I would have finished that jar and left one in the jar. So I hope Leah comes in this morning so I can tell her that it actually works. Um, I don't know why I hadn't thought of that before, but I didn't. And like I tell y'all, these treatments, it's really the truth that it gives you like a brain fog. Because there are things that I should know that I just, it just doesn't come to mind. Yes. Yeah, I mean, with taking these infusions, it takes away, a lot of things like I said, it lowers your immune system and it drops your counts, your count. So the nutrients, the minerals that you normally would get, it kind of like replenishes them so that you're not getting exactly what you needed. And because I'm not eating, a lot anyway, but that's always been the case. But I guess the things that I was eating prior to the infusions, like my collard greens and all that, now I only eat them when I have a taste for them. I could eat collard greens every day. I could eat cabbage every day. Oh, he's eating homemade fried potatoes, scrambled eggs, and sausage. Who fixed that for you, Melvin? Yes, it does. I wonder who fixed that for him, Queen B. Because I know Melvin didn't do that. It seems like it's a shadow. I don't know why, but I can see it in it. It just seems like it's just moving, passing over me. Can y'all see that? Like it goes light, then dark, light, dark. Yeah. Whoever fixed it for him probably is still there. How about that part, Melvin? Because he don't know how to just have a nice time and then part ways. He try to get them to move in with him. Then when it goes south, he wants to call us and have us tell her to leave his house. Who does that? Like that lady really gonna listen to us? If she not listening to you saying get out of my house, she's not gonna listen to someone that she doesn't know, Melvin. Oh, and Melvin, your eye looks so much better. So much better. Can you see out of it yet? Because I know you said you were nobody, I cook for myself. Remember, how is it that on YouTube you're a single man? Any other time you got a wife? Yeah, I see. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of throwing me off because I don't know why it's doing that. Any other time Melvin talking about he a single man, Queen Bitch. Any other time Melvin has 2 wives, and a plethora of friends ready to become his wife, her Melvin. So now you're a single man. Yeah. I bet you won't say that on TikTok. I know you won't say that on TikTok. Welcome in, everybody. Good morning. Y'all come on in. Tell me where you're from, what you're doing today, what's going on. We're just on here talking. I come on here every morning with no plan at all. What I'm going to talk about, just real life stuff. Real life, real talk. That's it. If it's your first time here, you know how they say in church, if it's your first time here, you come in as a visitor, you leave as family. That's right. That's right. Uh-huh. Every sense of it is definitely that. Definitely. Never stop put Never stop putting that in the comments, sweetheart, because that is not true. That is not true. Anyone that's reading the comments right now and see what Melvin Baker 5986 just wrote, he wrote, I'll read it out for the ones who will be catching it on the replay. He says, no, I don't have no wife. I don't have no kids, okay? That is not true. That is not true at all. None of that is true. Lord have mercy. So yeah, if you see him, he has a wife and he has kids. Okay? Don't let him fool you. Yes. Welcome in, everybody. Please come on in. Like I said yesterday, it'd be your own that bust you out. So I got busted out yesterday, so I'm gonna bust Melvin out today. Welcome in, everyone. Please come on in, join the family. Like I said, you come the first time, you might come as a visitor, but then you leave as a cousin, because we're all cousins here. So come on in, join us. Let me know where you're from. Like I said, what are you doing today? My main concern, what you eating today? What are y'all eating? What are y'all preparing today? As far as food. And the weather, like I said, it's nicer here. I really thought that it was going to be cold. But no, it seems to be kind of warm outside. So I guess next week we are in for a spectacular sunny warm week. Hopefully it continues up until the 21st. After the 21st, after I get home on the 21st, it can do whatever it wants to do. Makes me no, never mind. As long as everyone gets to where they need to get to safely and return home and find home better than they left it, that's all that matters. Cause I don't want to be, because I have an 8 o'clock appointment, so I don't want to be out there early in the morning driving in the rain. I'd love for it to be like this on the 21st. I can drive in the sunshine and enjoy it better. I still have not figured out how I'm going to do my live that day. It might just be a afternoon live. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. And thank you for all the foods that you told me about that I could put the lemon juice on. Because like I said, even when I was reading your list, I'm like, I should know this. I should know that. You know? But it just was not coming to my mind. I am a single man. I have no kids. They are claiming this stuff. No, Melvin Baker 5986 has a wife and he has kids. He has kids that come out of the woodwork all the time on TikTok, letting him know that he's their dad. So yeah, like I said, just he has a smooth game now. He really does. He has a smooth game, and if you're not paying attention, you might fall for it. So I'm letting y'all know right now. If you run into Melvin Baker, don't entertain him. Don't entertain him. Today for dinner, I'm cooking. Oh, really? So everybody's eating it. Maybe I need to do a grocery order and get me some salmon, you know. Or I can make salmon patties. They call them croquettes. In the South, we call them patties. And some rice. And I have fried corn. I cut it off the cob last week and I froze it so I could make fried corn and cornbread. Or hot water cornbread. Oh, wow. You know, that might be a plan. But I'll probably just do fried chicken and rice. because I do have some chicken thighs, some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I meant to take them out last night, but because I don't eat early in the day, if I when I get off live, I can take them and unthaw them and still have time to let them sit in the brine for at least a couple of hours before I prepare them. Or I could bake them. Both sounds good. Yes, yes. Melvin, who is gonna prepare that for you? Because I feel like there's somebody there. I really do. I feel like there's somebody there that's preparing these meals for you, and you're taking the credit for it. And don't feel bad, Melvin. I have done that too. Before I really learned how to cook, my ex-husband would prepare the dishes for me to take to work, and then I would take credit for them. So don't feel bad about that, because I really think that's what you're doing. Did y'all see the video that Queen Aries made of Milton? Ah, Milton Leroy is a klepto. He really is. He's a kleptomaniac. Melvin, that's not how it works. We tell the truth. This is a safe space, Melvin. We tell the truth here. So, yeah, it's okay, Melvin. It's okay. Like I said, I got put on blast yesterday. So today is your day. You're always talking about start trouble. Well, we're going to start with telling the truth. Melvin Baker, 5986, has a wife and kids. Actually, he has a newborn, too. I think, is the baby a year old yet, Melvin? Maybe not. Because when was the baby born? Last year? So, yeah, he's not. Is it a he? He's not quite a year old yet. So, again, congratulations on the birth of your son last year, Melvin. Congratulations are truly in order for that. Even though, we haven't met your wife yet. But still, congratulations. Man, but I so love it when you can't talk back. And you can't type fast enough to beat my words. So, yes, this is great. This is great. We should do this more often, Melvin. Thank you for coming in this morning, Melvin. I have really enjoyed this. I can hear your voice in my head screaming, no! But nobody else can hear it. So, yeah, this is quite nice. And Melvin, with all those Bible certificates and all that, you're not going to not going out today? I figured you'd be getting ready to go this morning. Queevy, he's gonna tear us up with one. He's gonna tear us up Wednesday. So that's why I'm getting it all out now, because I know that he's gonna have a fit on Wednesday. But that's all right. That's that's fine. I'll be ready. I will be ready. Since I've been eating like just a slice of toast in the morning, it really, yes, it is. It really, it didn't take that long. I thought it would take at least 2 weeks for my body to get used to eating in the morning. Hey, sweetheart, good morning. Good morning. I was gonna ask you yesterday, do you mind if I make you a mod? It was you and Mocha I was waiting to see this morning. So, I think you might have told me how to pronounce your name, but I'm not sure. I didn't write it down. I don't remember. Quimby, look at Melvin come in. Is it Esri? Can I just call you Ree? Or Riri? Or Shri? Is that it? Shri? Yeah. Okay, baby. Okay. You too. You too. Have a great day. Happy Sunday. Melvin. Melvin said, wait. I just left the live for a few minutes. You talking about a son. I have a son. Yeah, go ahead, Melvin. Take your donation out. Um, yes, Melvin, you remember the your son that was born last year. I shouldn't have to remind you that you had a newborn last year. Um, do you? I would donate. I would donate if you had to. If it was a necessity that you took up a donation for your baby for Pampers and milk. So yeah, go right ahead. I will donate. I'm pretty sure there will be people that will donate. I have yeah. Yes. That would be great, Melvin. I think Queen Let Them Be would just she would also help you with advertising that donation that you were needing in need of donations for Pampers and milk. Where are you going, Melvin? Well, wherever you're going, Melvin. Hey! Hey, Grace, how are you doing this morning? Oh, okay. It's 7:27 p.m. and it is. Oh, wow. Okay. So you're getting ready for bed. How are you doing this morning, Grace? Thank you for coming in. Um, can you put in the comments like break down your name again? Am I saying it right? Cherie or Shri? Hey Grace, how have you been doing? I missed you. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm gonna change that. I'm doing great. Today is a great day. I've been looking for you, praying for you. So I'm glad that you came in. I'm glad to see that you're doing good. Well, hopefully you're doing good. That's okay. That's okay. No worries. No worries. I've gotten to where I look for regular family members, that come in. Okay, sweetheart, go ahead. I'm ready. So yes, Grace, I have been looking for you, but I'm glad you're here this morning. I love you too. I love you too. Oh, thank you so much. And I feel the love. I really had no idea that it would be like this. You know, thank you, Grace. So are you. So are you, beautiful. I I believe, in vibes and energy and all that, but I really did not understand until, coming on here. TikTok is a lot different, On TikTok, you can bring up people onto your panel, with you. And on here, you can't. So, I really didn't know that it was going to be to where I could feel all the love, all the energy, all the positivity. And I love it. Like I said, y'all give me life. You really do. Because my mornings are, somewhat of a struggle sometimes. My nights seem to be a little bit of a struggle. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because like I said, I have no planned topic, nothing. I just know that I made a promise to myself, personal challenge that I was going to come on here because like I said, I've been feeling this nudge, and feeling this nudge right back at you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I finally obeyed. And this is what I could say missing out on, but I know everything happens at perfect timing. Good morning, Leah. Happy Sunday. Oh, that's Cousin Leah. So we got Cousin Leah, Cousin Grace, we got Queen Bee, we got Melvin he's not a cousin yet, y'all. So we're not calling him cousin. But Cousin Shree, we got all of our cousins in here this morning. Yay! And if I missed anybody, just put a heart or a purple heart in the emoji in the comments, and I'll see you. And I'm sorry if I overlooked anybody that's in here. But how are you doing this morning, Leah? And baby, it's okay that you had to leave. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just glad that you all are here. I missed you too. Like I said, I've been looking for you. I've been looking for you. But even in your absence, like I said, I still been calling out your name every day. Every day. Because I've gotten used to seeing my regular family members, So when someone I don't see you, I'm like, okay, I'll give them a few more days before I put out that APB. Before I send the troops out looking for you. But I'm glad you're here this morning. And I know that life, is life, and a lot of times, so can't always be here. But you're here in spirit, so I understand that definitely. I just like to see you all and check in and know, that you're okay. So yeah, just come in when you can. I'd love to see you, and I greatly appreciate it. But what I was saying was that I've started eating like a slice of toast and coffee in the morning, trying to get my body used to eating breakfast, so that when I do have my infusions, I can eat breakfast before and not have to worry about, the breakfast itself making me sick. And I thought that it was going to take like a couple of weeks, because, it says anything that you do for 2 weeks becomes a habit. And I've only been doing it for not even a week yet. And now I feel like I want to eat breakfast. I feel like I'm hungry in the morning. So that's a good thing. But my stomach is, I'm like, okay, let's eat something. But my brain is like, oh, it's still too early. So I'm going to have to get some easy breakfast, like Pop-Tarts or something that I can just fix really quick. Oh, Lord have mercy. Melvin, where is Liz at? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Grace. So that I won't have to put too much effort into it. And still, I still don't want anything that's going to be too heavy. But I'm trying to get to where I'm eating a healthy, proportioned breakfast. So my goal is and y'all, my body's hurting this morning, so I'm having to switch to reposition here a little bit. My goal for my breakfast the morning of my infusion is grits, eggs, bacon, and toast. I feel like that would be not too heavy, because I don't want to. I just want like a half of slice of bacon, little bit of grits, an egg, and 1 slice of toast. I feel like that would be enough and not too heavy that it'll cause me any problems before I get there. But heavy enough to where I don't have to, my pre-meds will have something to settle on, you know? Oh, wow. Yes, yes, I do. I need to eat better than I've been eating for the first 50 years of my life. I can tell you that, Grace. um, yeah. If it didn't have salt in it, if it didn't have fat in it, and I did not want it. But because I may not eat every day now, just because I don't feel good, that's primarily what keeps the weight off. Yes, yes, Leah. Yes, ma'am. So I'm doing a lot better. I love you too, sweetheart. I love you too. I'm doing a lot better. And it's only, even like I said, even though I knew I should have been doing these things prior to even starting the infusions, because my morning meds would be, I take them on an empty stomach, and I've been doing that all of my life because I have stopped eating breakfast in elementary school. So I have been putting meds on an empty stomach for years. So yeah, I gotta do better. Oh, that sounds good. You're gonna have to put is the turmeric rice, does it come already prepackaged, or do you use a certain recipe that you make it homemade? Because I've never heard of turmeric rice, but it sounds good because I like turmeric. Um, I look back in my notes, and it was Charlene that said about the golden milk that had the turmeric, the honey, and the black pepper, but she didn't specify the amounts of each. So hopefully she'll come in this morning, and I'll be able to ask her for the specific recipe. Good morning, cousin. Good morning. How are you doing, Nene? Melvin is up in here. He was saying that he did not have, oh, that's my reminder. He didn't have a wife, and he didn't have kids. So I put him on blast, letting all of YouTube know that he has a wife and he has kids. He just had a newborn, he just had a child born last year that's not quite 1 year old. So I was just letting everybody know to watch out for Melvin. Okay, 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 Grace, I'll be here. I'll be here. Y'all believe it? Today is the 11th. 11 days down into my personal challenge. I am so proud of myself. I am so thankful that I came on and I was able to expand my family in ways I had no idea. I couldn't even imagine that it would be this great, and that I would meet such wonderful, loving, and positive people. I'm so glad. Oh, okay. Okay. You have my email address, Leah. It's in the description of my channel. Yes, please send it to me. Thank you, Grace. Thank you. And y'all forgive me if, this body, like I said, I'm thankful for it. She just hurting a little bit this morning. So I'm having to reposition a little bit here. Thank you, Leah. Thank you so much. But I maybe I'll have all the ingredients already here, and I can make it today without having to wait on it. Because it really sounds good. Can I add shrimp to it or chicken? Because I have shrimp, I have chicken. What else do I have in there? I have ground turkey. But it sounds like it would be good with shrimp or chicken. Also, y'all, I have a whole list of stuff that I have a taste for. I'm from Alabama. I'm from the United States. I'm in Alabama, in a little old country town in Talladega County. And you're from the UK. Wow. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Cousin Grace. Thank you for coming in and being a part of my family. Like I said, y'all really do. Y'all give me life because, like I said, the mornings are kind of a struggle sometimes. But knowing I get to come on here and hang out with my family makes it a lot better. Just like in the afternoons, when I get to hang out with my family on TikTok, we have a great time as well. probably probably too good of a time sometimes. But it's all love. It is all love. It's amazing how when I distance myself from those who were stressing me out, whether they were blood or not, how God stepped right in. There he is, Nene. How God stepped right in and guided me to a new family. And y'all don't love me because you have to, because we're related by blood, because people say that all the time. Oh, you have to love them. That's your so-and-so. That's your cousin. That's your sister. That's your brother. That's your dad. That's your... You don't. You don't have to. And with my family, with you all, you don't have to, but you do, you know? And I am so thankful that you do, that you accept me the way I am. Because I have a lot of flaws. Not perfect by any means. I try to do better today than I did yesterday. And thank y'all. Yes, yes. But I've never put it in rice. I put it in when I fry chicken, I brine my chicken before I fry it. I brine everything. If it's going to be fried or grilled or whatever, air fried, I always brine it first. And I brine my turkeys for Thanksgiving, Christmas. So it's always in the brine. And it's always, if I'm going to fry something, it's always in my flour mix that I'm going to use to batter whatever I'm frying. But I've never had turmeric rice. Oh, thank you, Grace. Now, Grace, why are you trying to make me cry on a Sunday morning? You know, if I start crying, I'm not going to be able to breathe with this oxygen in my nose. Thank you. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Like I said, tell them to come on in. It's just we're just real people, real talk, real love, real support, and real positivity. So yes, welcome your friends. They can become cousins up in here. We're all cousins here. Now I haven't seen Cousin Tony this morning, so hopefully he'll be in a little bit. If only, to say hi. Because like I said, I've gotten to where I look for my regular family members. And I recognize y'all as y'all are coming in now. Like I said, I have your names written down in my book on my prayer list. But yeah, I still like seeing y'all and hanging out with y'all. I thought by now Milton would have made his appearance, but he's a little bit upset with me. I guess I was a little late giving him his treats this morning. So he was in his treat spot. We have a certain spot that he goes to when he wants treats. Um, and he was just in there hollering. He was in there calling me. So while he was eating the treats, it's like he was grumbling, like he was mumbling up under his breath, like, you should have finished, just making noise while he was eating them. It's something how we all get on schedule. Even the pet children, even Milton Leroy has a schedule. And Milton Leroy wants me to keep that schedule. For the most part, I do. Like I said, our morning routines are the same. Oh, it's snowing? Oh no, you see how the sun is out? I don't know why that light why it keeps moving though. Oh, I know now. Um, yes, yes. It's the air from the vent is hitting the curtains. But yeah, um, like I said, Milton and our routine is the same every morning. So if I'm moving it a little bit slow, Milton has gotten, I guess, into the. Would he be considered a teenager yet? Because he's not one. Hey, Moot. Hey, come here. Come here, baby. I got you. I got you. You gonna say hi this morning? You gonna say hi? Say hi. Right there. Look. Right here, baby. Can you see that? Okay. Milton Leroy, he's still in his funk this morning. But yeah. That's my baby. That is my baby. And he probably is expecting to go for a ride today. But and it's pretty. It's pretty. I don't we won't get out if we go for a ride. We'll just go for a ride until I feel like turning around, and then we'll drive back home. I do that a lot. Sometimes I just like to go for a mental health ride is what I call them. I go through the car wash. That is my thing. I love going through the car wash. And them folks probably hear me in my car just being there laughing and singing out loud at the top of my lungs. I love a car wash. I love the feeling of being, I feel like my car turns into a Knight Rider car. If you've all watched, remember the series Knight Rider? My car turns into a Knight Rider car because I can just let go of the wheel and it just, glides through the car wash. And that does something for my soul. It really does. I know people have their own pick-me-ups, and that probably sounds, weird, but I do. And and I know the people hear me in the car laughing and singing. And sometimes I come out on the other end, laid back in the seat with cover on me, just in there doing anything in the car. Because I'm not driving and the car is still moving. And that like I said, it makes me happy. The car wash brings me joy, happiness, peace. And I have a membership. I will not buy, I used to be a time that I would be like, oh, I wouldn't buy pickles to keep my membership up. But here lately, like I said, I yesterday was a great day. I only had 2 pickles because of the lemon water, so I'm getting some more lemon. But I would probably forsake getting groceries to keep my car wash membership up because I enjoy it just that much. They told me, not, I have a membership, so like I said, I don't read between the lines. I don't have that ability to read between the lines. Oh. I only had 2 yesterday. I drank the lemon water. I had 2 glasses of lemon water. I'm glad you said something because I was Thank you so much. I told Queen B last night. I said I hope Leah heard about the lemon water because it actually worked. It cut out the craving and everything for the pickles. So I still have pickles in a jar this morning that would have been gone. I would have been on my next, waiting on my next delivery of pickles. Thank you for emailing me the recipe. I greatly appreciate it. But I have like a few videos on my phone that I probably need to post. I know I have one posted of me going through the car wash. Okay, great, great. It really worked. If I was eating like a jar a day and I only had two yesterday, and that's only because I had two. What I was eating I had a wrap sandwich and I had chips and I had two pickles to go along with it, just because of what I was eating. But yeah, I know I have one video that's posted of me going through the car wash with a blanket on me because I mean I just be in that car doing anything. And I know the workers hear me laughing in the car because when I come out on the other end, they're looking crazy at me, looking at me like, are you okay? Or when they go back and watch the cameras, because I'm pretty sure they have cameras inside of the car wash. When they go back and watch those cameras and they see me in that car laughing and singing and seat reclined all the way back, reading a book. I'm telling you, I do everything in that car in the span of however long it takes for me to go through that car wash. And then sometimes I come out and I'll circle back around and I, go back through the car wash again. Because I have a membership, I feel like I can do that. It says unlimited. So it didn't say I couldn't come like 13 times a day. 13 is my number for anybody that does not know me. Okay. 13 is my number. Yeah. So one guy, he was like, he knew I just came out and drove back around to go back through. And on the third time, he asked me if I was all right, and I was like, yeah, you're okay, I got a sticker on my car. I can go through as many times as I want to. So until they put a limit on that sticker, I can go through as many times I want to, as many times it takes to make my day. Yes, Grace. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, sweetheart. I know. I got you. I got you. When you came in, I was like, Grace. And I saw you had already put it in the comments, too. Yes, I got you. I got you. Uh-huh. And, it probably makes their day to go back and watch or to actually be there when I'm going through, laughing. Because I don't even know what's so funny. I get so excited about going in the car wash that I am on there laughing my butt off in that car. Oh, okay. Okay, great. What do they... Oh, okay. Okay. So you have a YouTube channel, Grace? Is that what you're saying now? Because if so, I will be over there. I will be over there. Okay. Okay, what time do you go live? Let us know. So we can come and support. Definitely. I'm saving it right now so that I can come over there and support you. Would definitely come and support you. Just let me know what time you're going to be live and I'll be there. I feel like everybody, all the cousins, all the family members, Everybody should have a YouTube channel. I really do. And Milton Leroy, Milton, get down now. Milton, I'm gonna get my switch. Where my switch at? Where my switch? Oh, so you call my bluff today, Milton? Where my switch? I'm gonna find my switch. You don't even care, do you? You said that the other day you didn't have a switch. Milton, get down, baby. I got your stuff. Oh, that's how it works. No, you have to do what I say before you get a treat, Milton. You can't just sit up there on that thing. He's sitting on my desk and just watching me talk to him, and he knows. Milton said, "You're not getting up. You don't have no switch." Yes, he is. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, Grace. I will still subscribe and support. No worries. No worries. Um, but just know the day that if you decide to go live, I'll be there. I will be there. Let me know ahead of time, and I will be there. Like I was saying before, Milton Leroy decided to challenge me this morning. I feel like everyone should have a YouTube channel, whether you just on there playing music or whatever. I feel like everyone should. And just like we all support on my channel, we can all go to each other's channels and support, because I just don't see there being a reason not to, you know. You're here, you have a bunch of cousins in here, and we'll just shift around to everybody's channel, you know, and support everybody. So yeah, definitely. Y'all consider it. I mean, you might think I'm one to talk because it took me so long to do it, but now that I have done it, I can share my experience, and it's been nothing short of greatness. So, and you already know all of us here, you know. So, like I said, your cousins will be there to support you. So you already have a good support system. Just a matter of doing it. But yes, I feel like I said, this is the year of renewal, restoration, and rebuilding. So let's build something great together. And if it starts on YouTube, let it start on YouTube. Because like I said, you've already done 95% of the work by being here and having a supportive family who's just ready to support you. So we're going to let that sink in. And hopefully, like I said, we'll have more channels to go and visit. I think that would be great. Get to go to everybody's house, you know. Somebody needs to be serving food, you know, at their house, though. Because I like to eat. I don't want those little finger foods. I want a plate, a meal, you know what I mean? I want to get full. I want to be able to take my shoes off and take a nap at your house. So like I said, we're going to go to Cousin Grace's channel and subscribe. So if y'all are in here, Grace put some hearts or something so that they'll know it's you. And we're going to go over to Cousin Grace's house, and we're going to subscribe, and we're going to watch her shorts. Whatever she puts up, we're going to support her. So yes. I got you, baby. I got you. I got you. So yes. So y'all, we're gonna support Grace, and that's how it'll roll. Anybody else start a channel? If you have a channel, let me know, and we'll support you as well. Time to shift. And you know, the weather plays a big part in this. And besides that, I have a broken pelvis. I have 3 breaks in my pelvis. I have 2 breaks in the front, 1 in the back. I was in the and I have screws in my left ankle, and my have breaks, healed breaks in my left arm. I was in a really bad car wreck. Okay, Melvin. Is it night where you are, Melvin? Is it nighttime in New York? I was in a really bad car accident in 1989. The night, the the night before my senior prom. So I didn't get to go to my senior prom. I was in a coma. Had to learn how to walk again and all of that. So you add that in with sarcoidosis. Queeby, I don't know why he's saying night though, you know? Have a great day, Melvin. Be careful. Don't get in any trouble. Definitely don't get beat up on a Sunday. But like I said, you add the breaks from the car accident and add sarcoidosis to that. Yeah. So right now I know what he's talking about. Yes, Leah. Just yeah. So yeah, that makes it a little bit harder on the body because sarcoidosis, is affected. The pain is affected by the weather, and so are all of these breaks in my body. I remember hearing my older relatives talk when I was little. They might have had a broke foot or ankle or leg or whatever, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, every time the weather when it gets cold, my leg acts up, and I can tell when it's gonna be this type of weather because my leg acts up." Well, baby, it's the truth. It's the truth. These breaks. I was talking to my aunt last night. She also has a broken pelvis from a car accident. And she was saying how hard it is to roll over. You have to roll over in like a 3-part series because when you turn your top half, it's not like the bottom half goes right along with it. So you gotta work out a way to be able to turn in the bed. And I can't lie flat because of how the brakes healed up. They didn't heal up in back in perfect alignment by any means. So, yeah, I guess it is creepy. Bless his heart. He like a baby. He has got his days and nights mixed up. So I can't lie flat. So when I go and get testing done where I have to lie on that metal table, I leave worse than I went in. So sleeping, in a bed is really uncomfortable now without the pillows for elevation, and that's like what, 6 pillows now. So a lot of times it's just easier to sleep on the sofa because you have the armrest and have to have as many pillows. I think I have 3 out here on the sofa. Because if not, I wouldn't be able to get up. I wouldn't be able to get up out of the bed if I had to get up from lying flat on my back position. Yeah. And I was looking into, we were talking about the things that insurance pays for, and I'm so glad to be able to get my chair tomorrow, my shower chair tomorrow. There are places that you can also take a prescription to and get mattresses for your bed. You can get the lift chairs and all of that. I forget what it's called right now. But it's categorized under medical equipment. You can get like the adjustable bed. mattresses. Um, so I am going to check into that tomorrow while I'm at the doctor picking up the paper prescription for my shower chair. And I think the only issue that I would run into with getting the adjustable bed or the adjustable mattress would be actually finding somewhere to take the script to. Yes, I can't wait. And I was telling my auntie about it last night, and she was like, "You don't have one, Boot?" And I was like, "No, I don't have one." And I also told her, I said, "I don't have one because I didn't open up my mouth and say I needed one." So when I did, all the suggestions came in, all of the advice came in. So like I said, that lies on me for not letting the ones that are close to me know that I was having, issues with that, or my doctors know. Yes, yes, I'm so excited to be. It's bad when you get in the tub to soak and it feels good, and then when it's time to get out, you're hurting yourself even more. So now it like defeats the soaking process to feel better because you get out feeling, sometimes in more pain than I was when I got in there. Sometimes it's a struggle. It's a struggle. Hey, Grace. Hey, Grace. But yeah, if I go for a yeah, oh, I know that feels good. I know that feels good. Oh, I can't wait. I know. I'm probably gonna use it as soon as I get home. As soon as I get home and sterilize it, I probably will use it. Yeah, just to just to break it in. Yeah, I gotta sterilize it when I get it in. Oh, now see. Oh yes, yes, yes. I cannot wait. Like I said, y'all have helped me so much by me going live. And like I said, I'm gonna get better at being more transparent. I really thought I was. Um, I thought I'd gotten better at being transparent, but I guess not, because things that I feel like would make me appear to be weak. If I needed help with that, I haven't been so forthcoming with that information. But I see now that I was only hurting myself because I could have been using a shower chair. And I don't know why that, like I said, that did not come to mind. I didn't see Charlene. Hey, Charlene. Happy Sunday. Cousin Charlene, how are you doing? But yes. So if I'm struggling with anything else, I will be sure to bring it to the family. Because like I said, it's not just me. Maybe someone here or someone who watches it later on is struggling with the same thing and hadn't thought of, the fact that a shower chair could eliminate a lot of the issues that they're having. Because like I said, all I see it as is a win. Hey, love. I'm doing great. How are you? How are you doing? I'm so glad to see you this morning. So glad you're here. Hopefully you're having a great Sunday morning so far. Is anybody besides, y'all can tell that food is on my brain this early in the morning. Yes, I do. I have siblings. Um, I have two older sisters. There were six of us. So two have passed. Two of my brothers have passed. They were twins. They were the baby. the babies of the family. So I'm the baby girl. My mom had 3 girls and 3 boys. Well, she actually had four daughters and 3 sons. So I say 6 of us. But my older sister passed, before I was born. So she had 7 kids. Of the 7, 4 are still here. So I have 2 other older sisters and 1 younger brother. So yeah, I grew up with a sort of big family. I had cousins and that were part of a 21, children. My aunt had 21. My cousin, so they were like my second cousin. But my cousin had 21 kids. Yeah. So I guess my mom and dad, their family was kind of small compared to others in our family. But that was kind of the norm back then. Not the norm now. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nobody seems to four sometimes, but not the 6 through 20 and and all those kids these days. Mm-mm. Like I said, Melvin, he's probably I think Melvin, like I said, but Melvin kids come out of the woodwork. They just pop up in his life like, hey, you my daddy. So Melvin would be the only person I know right now that has a lot of kids. A lot more than the norm for the times that we're living in. Mm-hmm. That's because he is just out there running wild. If Melvin watches this live, the replay of this live, he is gonna have a fit when you say, yes. Like I said, never met a man that just go on live and people pop up, you my daddy. And he's like, oh, okay, okay, baby. He don't try to fight it, argue with him. He don't even ask who is their mother, to even make sure that it's a possibility he could be their dad. Okay, baby. Really? Really? Oh, wow. A full basketball team. Oh, wow. That's, like I said, you don't really hear about that in this day and time, having full basketball teams. But back then, because they did garden, have their own farms, cattle, pigs, chickens, and all of that, it was easier to feed a family that size because, you had your own livestock, you had your own, you grew your own produce. So it was a lot easier to feed. It didn't cost as much, as it does today to feed a family, a large family. Today you have to solely rely on the the grocery stores for your food and meat and all of that. So that's costly. So yeah, like I said, I can understand why they did, but the more children they had, they had more bodies to work the gardens and help with the livestock. So yeah, nobody's doing that much these days. Plus, a lot of land is not zoned unrestricted to where you can have your own garden and farm. So that makes it hard. Really, really, really. Oh wow. Oh, that's cousins, Charlene. No credit card, straight cash. I wish. I don't know. I don't know why my parents were so tight-lipped with information. I really don't. And that goes, I'm talking about every aspect of life. I didn't even learn how to cook at home. You know, I didn't learn how to cook until I got married. And my ex-husband is who taught me how to cook. My mom was the type that if you want it, let me know. I will prepare it for you. So I guess that made her feel special. But at the same time, she passed at 53 and she took all of her recipes with her. We didn't, it, I just, like 4 years ago, figured out how to make her homemade banana pudding. It took a lot of a lot of trial and error to get it to taste right. But that's, like I said, because she took the recipes to her grave with her. She made a smothered chicken that it was like a black pepper smothered chicken in the cast iron skillet. I remember and onions. I know the black pepper, the onions, and the butter. I cannot duplicate that recipe for nothing in the world. And my aunts and uncles that are left, my grandmother had like 3 sets of kids. She had an older set, a set that fell in the middle, and then she had a younger set. So the ones that are still here are the younger set. And they have no idea what I'm talking about. And my aunt, who is a part of the older set that's still alive, she doesn't remember it. So, yeah, I've not had any chicken like that. And I don't even know what to call it. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Well, she didn't even allow us in the kitchen while she was preparing food. Like when she made banana pudding, we got to, go in there and lick the spoon and the bowls, and same for cakes. But as far as learning the recipes, no, y'all have probably figured out by now. When I hear that spoon hit on the side of the pot, that's when I come. That's when it's time for me to come and, Even as a child, I like to eat, but I only like to eat certain things then. But if it was my mama's cooking, I was coming. Like I said, all I had to hear, she didn't have to say, y'all come eat. When I heard that spoon hit on that pot twice, that meant it was ready. I'm coming. So, no, left home didn't know how to boil an egg. I remember the first time I boiled 2 eggs. Left the eggs unattended. Egg ended up, they popped, and it sounded like somebody was, popping firecrackers in the house. Egg was all up on the ceiling. I mean, and the smell, ungodly, So yeah, that was a mess. and like I said, my ex-husband taught me how to season food, how to cook food. I remember the first time I cooked for him. He didn't eat it. He didn't eat it. And he started cooking. Well, he was a cook anyway in the military, so. And he was a chef. So, yeah. Good eating. Good eating. I mean, from the kitchen to the grill, there's nothing that he couldn't prepare. Even desserts. I mean, just off the chain. But yeah, he taught me how to cook. Thank God. And then I just kept on, until I got it the way I wanted it, and figured out how to try different things to make it taste a certain way, and so yeah. So I thank him. I thank him for that. And like I said, I made biscuits again last night just to see if it was a fluke that I made them right the first time. They turned out great last night. Do I have any pictures? No. Do I have any proof of that? No. I ate them again before I even thought about taking a picture of them. Oh, I might just make some biscuits this morning for breakfast. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of flour, so I won't make biscuits again this morning. mm, yeah, but it does sound good. It is tempting, but no, I need my flour for other things. Yes, yes, I made biscuits again last night. I had biscuits and honey, and I took a pat of butter and mixed it with the honey. Oh, that was some good eating. And now I know how to make like the sausage gravy for biscuits because I can do that. I just couldn't make the biscuits. So yeah, I might. Well, here I go. I might make some sausage, some biscuits and gravy. But no, I'm not going to do that. Everything in moderation. But it was good. So good. Like I said, I didn't think about taking a picture until after I had finished. I was actually washing the the pan out when I thought about it. I should have taken a picture. But no, and I'm not making like a lot of them. I only made 6 biscuits. So yeah, I cut a recipe down because, like I said, I didn't want to. Like I said, I didn't know what I was doing. I followed a recipe only because I found it when I was looking for another recipe. So 2026 has proven to already, on top of all the greatness that is already going on, has already proven to be a great year. I made biscuits at 54 years old. I made biscuits. Okay, baby. Okay. Okay. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, Grace. I'll see you in the morning. If not, I love you, and I'll be looking for you the next time you come in, okay? But I'll definitely, when I get off of here, I'll go over and I will subscribe to your channel, and I will check out your channel, okay? All right, baby. Love you. Happy Sunday. Okay. Like I said, it is already proven 2026 because I said it was, and so it is, Speak over your life, speak into your life, and watch it become your reality. So, like I said, it's already proven to be a great, great year, wonderful year. And it's only January, so it's only going to continue to get better. And I have y'all. to go on this journey with me, and it's going to not just get better for me. We're all walking in our greatness, so it's going to get better for everyone. My prayer is always that God will, whatever He does in my life, the overflow will spill onto everyone connected to me. And when I say connected, that does not mean people that are just hanging on, because we've severed all ties with anybody hanging on. No one can do that anymore. Connected to me means connected in the right way, in alignment. So yes. Oh, yes, amen, amen. We got each other here. Like I said, I got 46 more years. Y'all got 46 more years of my shenanigans. My Deniseism is I thought about you this morning, Nene, when you were like, "Oh, I get you to sing at my wedding." Baby, you can't trust me with no open mic. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You cannot trust me with an open mic. Um, Even though I know it would be a serious occasion, but I know me. I've had open mics in my hand before. Um, honey, they won't even let me testify at True Light no more. You know? But no, baby. Even when I was singing with my sisters, I love country music. I do. I'm country as all get out, and I love country music. And we would be walking up, up to sing, and my sister would say, "Don't do that country stuff. Don't do that country stuff today." And it wouldn't even be on my mind to sing my part, with my country accent. It wouldn't even be on my mind until she put it on my mind. So of course, when it came time to sing my part, what came out? And you got my sisters up there mean mugging me in front of the church. The people out in the congregation or in the audience, they not how it's supposed to be. Looking at their faces, will they figure out that there might be something wrong with what I'm doing? Okay, at least I'm honest about it, Nene. I'm honest. Now, if like I said, just to be safe, just don't give it to me. Just don't even pass it to me. Now I'm good. I'm good at the reception, for making a toast, but at the wedding, don't give me an open mic. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Like I said, I know you're you know live. You're gonna be live. Now, if you want to be famous, as my aunt says, if you want to go banana, then you give me an open mic at your wedding. Embrace yourself. But if not, just just let me, stay over there in the little corner by myself. I sure was. I was thinking about that this morning. Early this morning, I said, I gotta let Nene. Yes, yes, yes. I told my aunt about that too last night. She said, "God, no, please don't, please." She said it might just not be meant for you, baby. I said, I'm beginning to think that, but I got one more shot in, going to Texas. Oh, I had somebody in my life that would break up my country music CDs because they didn't want to hear them when they rode in my car, or they either break them or throw them out of the window. So I've been listening to the same country CDs, country singers, all of as long as I could, as long as I can remember. And a lot of people don't appreciate that. Like I said, Jerry Reed, Randy Travis, Patsy Cline, Loretta Lynn. Those are my people. Those are my people. Um, yeah. Time to reposition, y'all. Time to shift. Maybe I can get back into the straightforward position now. And anytime they would throw away my CDs or break them up, I would just go down to the flea market and buy more. I sure would. And I still have the same, the last CDs that I brought, Randy Travis, Jerry Reed, because those songs give me, I don't know, they put me in a different mindset when I'm driving. What is that song? Eastbound and Out. That Smoking the Bandit music. Honey, that Smoking the Bandit had me hyped. Lil, you don't listen to country music. Oh, honey. I feel like I feel like I'm rolling in a convoy. You know what I'm saying? And nothing to do but put the hammer down. I'm about to do something that had never been done. Okay. Okay, I like Afrobeats too, though. I do. Maybe you might want to slide in a little bit of Randy Travis, Lil, and see how you like it. Patsy Cline, and I like Coal Miner's Daughter. My mama, like I said, she passed when the VCRs were still in play. Kenny Rogers, yes, yes. Um, oh, what is the other guy's name? Oh, I can't think of his name right now. I like Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Toby Keith, um, Celine Dion, Reba McEntire, The Judge. Love The Judge. But yeah, like I said, it depends on what kind of. There's always a country song for every mood you're in, you know, and I guess that goes for all genres. That there's a song to fit every mood. Hank Williams Jr. and Hank Williams Sr. Did I? No, I hadn't told y'all about the time I went to the I went to the I went to the Hank Williams Sr. Museum here in Alabama on my way to the beach. Oh, okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. I got you, Leah. That makes sense. So I went to the Hank Williams Senior Museum here. I've been wanting to go there for forever. So I stopped by there and I was all excited. I mean, I was even more excited to go there than I was to spend a week at the beach. I get there and it's in his home house. They turned his home house into a museum. So I get there, pay my I think it was $10, $5 or $10 to admission. I go in and I'm looking around and I'm expecting to feel something. I'm expecting to feel a cold breeze or maybe him whispering in my ear, "Welcome, darling." Something. So I'm walking through the house and kind of disappointed. So they had this area roped off and they said, "Do not enter." I'm thinking, what y'all trying to hide from me? Maybe y'all got him back there. I don't know. Maybe his spirit is back there. So I act like I couldn't read. So I went on around the rope. They shouldn't have put a sign up there, first of all, because that's how my deficiencies work. I have the capacity, you know. Anyway, my daughter says it's my autism acting up. So I went around the barrier, and I was back there in that room. And then here comes this man. He was like, "Hey, you can't be back here." And I was like, "Oh, okay, okay, I'm sorry." And he was like, "Yeah." He said, "We're gonna open this part back up." He said, "But the floor is kind of weak back here because the house is really old, so we're waiting to get the floor redone back here, because it has some soft spots." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, okay." So I go on through the house to another room, and still, I'm getting more and more disappointed as I walk through the house because I really thought he was gonna be there waiting on me, in spirit or something. Ghost, Hank, something was gonna be there to brush up against me, maybe push me down. I don't know, but so we get back around to the front, and the lady, I guess, could tell by the look on my face that I was kind of, disappointed. And she was like, "Well, did you see right here? We have in this glass showcase. We have the suit that he wore on his last performance." And so I'm like, "Okay, this could be good." So I was like, "Well, can you open up the case? I just want to." And she was like, "Oh, I don't have it." And I was like, Can I smell the suit or something? So this lady's standing here looking at me like, what is going on? Am I on candy camera? No, baby, I just something. Let me touch something. Smell something. I don't know. Let me touch his shoe. She said she didn't have a key, but she did offer me back um my admission fee. I told her she could keep it. She could keep it. It's all right. Um, but I just felt like I said, I should have felt something when I was down there, especially since it taken me so long to get there. He should have been sitting out on the front porch waiting on me. And I'm like, where is Hank Williams Jr. at then? Can he come over here and say something to me, give me a hug, autograph, something? And she was like, no, he doesn't live around here. Oh, okay. Okay. My bad. But yeah, if you want me to do something, put a do not sign on it. I don't know. Like I said, I have those kind of deficiencies about me that do not sign. It just, it does something to me. It sparks my curiosity. you know. my my son said that I'm like an unsupervised kid, and that's not true. But I did tell him when he graduated college and got his first place, I was like, look, dude, um, when I'm over there, if it's something that you don't want me to touch at your house, cover it up. If there's some light switches that you don't want me to flip on and see what's gonna happen, put a bookshelf in front of it when I'm there, because I'm gonna do it. And it's not that I'm gonna sneak around and do it behind your back. You probably see me inching over there to do it. Because now I must know. I got to know. Why would you have 6 light switches on your wall? What does each switch control? That is just me. And my daughter will say, your tism is acting up, or your capacity is showing, get yourself together. But I've always been like this. I need to know why. Why is it that I can't do that? You got that do not cross this line, do not go back there. Yeah, you probably got Hank Williams Sr. back there somewhere. I'm going back there to find out, That man was on me quick. I don't know if there was an alarm on that door or what, but I had barely made it in before he came up and out of nowhere saying I wasn't supposed to be back there and escorted me right on up out of there. Yeah. Yeah. So now y'all understand why I've learned a lot of things the hard way in life. Because even though there's a sign that says do not. Is. So you have the capacity too, Charlene. Oh my goodness. But that is me. At least y'all know, and at least I know. That's why I knew to tell Cousin Nene. Baby, you might not want to give me an open mic at your wedding. Now give me an open mic at your reception, but don't give me an open mic at your wedding, because honey, I'd be up there singing Hank Williams Jr. I really would. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie. I used to get in trouble for singing that song. My mom. Well, yes, there is a reason, and I like to know why. I feel like they should call me ahead of time and inform me as to why. They have those restrictions and policies in place. So my mama said, I used to sing that song. If heaven ain't a lot like Dick said, I don't want to go. My mama would stick soap in my mouth. You don't even know nothing about no dicks. You talking about you don't want to go to heaven because of dicks. It was just a song. I had no idea what it meant. I just liked the song. My mama wasn't having that. So of course, I wanted to go down there and see Randy Travis Sr. But like I said, he wasn't there. I was disappointed. I was sad. I was upset. And then people were like, well, what were you expecting? Like I said, I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting for him to be hanging around down there. Not like haunting the place in a spooky way, but just let me see a shadow or something fly by, or like I said, brush up against me. Something. Cold chill whisper in my ear. Something. Wasn't nothing in that empty room. Well, the room was empty. It had a deep freezer in it, but that was it. There was nothing else in that room that they had roped off. So, yeah, that was a disappointment. I guess it probably would have been a little bit better if he had let me walk in there and fall through the floor. That would have been some excitement. I could have told everybody. Fell through the floor of Hank Williams Sr. childhood home. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't that have been an exciting story to tell? How you break your leg, man? Oh, I fell through the floor of Hank Williams Sr. childhood home. Yes, that would be a great story. They probably got it fixed by now. Yeah, because that was a couple of years ago. They probably got it fixed by now. So yeah, no chance of me falling through it now. But I'm not even going back by there unless I got proof that man gonna be down there. Hank Williams Sr. is gonna be there, or Junior. I take Junior. So unless somebody tell me that either one of them are actually down there, I'm not going back. I didn't even post the pictures or the videos that I took from my tour because I was disappointed. I only took the pictures so I could look at them when I got in the car to see if I saw anything in the maybe his face was in the window, something. Something, and I ain't see nothing on those pictures but what I took the picture of. Yeah, honey, my capacity acts up all the time. Like I said, I have a good time everywhere I go. And if you with me and you don't have a good time, that's just because you don't want to have a good time. No, we're not going to get in no trouble. We're not going to do all that. My next adventure involves a bike. Wait a minute, Queenie. She already said she's not going to pass me the mic. She don't want me to do nothing at her wedding but just sit up there with my little friends and be happy. So no, she not gonna. I warned her I warned her, so, I did my due diligence. I warned her that I am not to be trusted with an open mic. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The only time I can be trusted with an open mic is if I did amateur night at the comedy club. That would be the only way. Because I'm not even allowed to testify at one church. And it's not because of so much of what I said. Um, that was way, way back, long, long, long time ago. And yeah, I was standing up. She said, "No mic for you." Yeah, it was a long, long time ago. I was standing up giving a testimony, and um, a kid, little a child behind me, obviously dropped the hymnal on the floor, and those old wooden floors and that thick book, and when it hit, pow! So I said a word that I shouldn't have said, and into the mic, because I thought that it was, the noise came from another source. I thought somebody might have been riding by, doing something. So that's why I said that. And yeah, yeah, they turned off the mic, and ever since that day, every time I raised my hand during testimony time, they never would bring me the mic. And if I managed to get the mic, they would always, oh, well, that's the end of testimony time, and they turned the mic off, so I never got a chance to testify again after that. Even though I apologized for the word that I said into the mic, but I thought, the noise came from something else. I didn't know it was because the child had dropped the songbook. It sounded like a car backfiring outside, you know, but not so much from that source. So yeah, I'm no longer allowed to do that. For the ones that know me, I can still probably go to, another church and be allowed to testify. Or have an open mic in my possession. But I'm telling you, I know me, Nay, and I love you. Like I said, unless you want your wedding video to go Venero, in my auntie words, instead of viral, Venero, you might not want me to have the mic. I'm honest about it. I'll tell you the truth. Wait, so that's a shame. The pastor was so forgiving, though. He was so forgiving. He said, well, sister, at least after you said the curse word, you did say Jesus afterwards. And that kind of confused me, because now you're saying I can cuss as long as I say Jesus after the cuss word, which didn't seem right to me. Yeah, you probably should. You probably should. Um, but yeah, so I was like, no, that don't seem right, Pastor. That would excuse what I did. Um, but like I said, I did apologize. I was very sorry, remorseful, and yeah. But still, they weren't forgiving. They weren't forgiving. Even though, okay, if they were forgiving, if they forgave me and overlooked it, whatever, they still would not let me testify again. So that in myself lets me know maybe they were just being cautious. I don't know. Anywho, it's all right. God forgave me. And like I said, it was just simple slip of the tongue. I thought other activities were going on outside of the church. Thought everybody was in harm's way. Good morning, Cousin Holly. How are you doing this morning? I hope you had a great night, woke up feeling rested, and you're having a great morning so far. Y'all know how I am um, about the numbers. Well, you don't know how I am. Like on TikTok, when you're getting ready to get off, we try to get people to even numbers. So it's the same thing on here. I don't like ending the live on an odd number, even though 13 is an odd number, and I love 13. It's worked out well for me. But um, if it's so close to the next hour mark, I want to end on that hour mark, you know, because we've been on TikTok and someone say, okay, well, I'm getting ready to get off, and we're like, wait a minute, hold on, you only have, like 33,000 likes. Let us get you to 35, let's end on a good number, or 40. Yeah, we don't like to end on the odd numbers. We like to make sure we end on an even number. So I'm getting ready to get off in a few minutes. Um, I don't know what I'm going to have for breakfast this morning, but I know it's going to be something because now my stomach is like, hey, let's eat breakfast. To where I normally wouldn't eat until like, after 12, sometimes 4 o'clock. Um, but I started, like I said, I don't know how, I have to go back and look at my journal and see the first day that I actually started eating breakfast. But I know that it has not been 2 weeks yet. And I wasn't expecting to have breakfast cravings, or feel hungry in the morning. But I started something, and it's something good because I needed to already be doing this. The infusions just gave me a reason to start doing it because I know what it's like to take an infusion on the pre-meds on an empty stomach, and I know what it feels like to take the pre-meds with something on my stomach. And that was just chips and ginger ale and maybe some crackers or something, but it still turned out better than not having anything on my stomach. So like I said, I've been taking my medications even prior to the infusion on an empty stomach, and that can cause stomach problems in itself. So I'm pretty sure right now my body is thanking me for putting something on my stomach and taking my medicine afterwards. Um, I didn't even take my morning meds this morning because I do want to eat first. Oh, okay. Okay. Now see, I don't watch football. I don't even watch TV, to be honest. I don't even watch TV on a regular basis anymore. So I'm gonna ask, who's your team, because I don't know who's in the playoff. I don't know anything about it. Um, so who's your team, cousin Leah? Is that what everybody's doing today, watching the playoffs? I don't even know who made it to the playoffs. So that means you're gonna eat game day food, right? Texans. Okay, okay. So we're having chicken wings. Now, I found the wings that Tony was saying they had like that Walmart marked down there, the Buffalo Bills. Okay. Okay. I marked down the not I marked down, but Walmart marked down their chicken wings. The 8-pound bag of chicken wings, they were $25 or $23, and they marked them down to $19.99. Tony was telling me about those the other day. So I did find those. So they might still be at that price if you haven't already prepared your game day food and you need to run out and get something. Those wings are 8 pounds for $19.99. Yes. All right. It looks like a lot of y'all are gonna be watching the playoffs today. Milton Leroy and I are probably gonna be asleep. Okay. Yeah, probably gonna be sleep. Like I said, we didn't sleep. I didn't sleep good last night, so therefore Milton Leroy feels like he needs to be up, and I'm like, dude, just go to sleep, you know. But he will not. So yeah. When I sleep, he sleeps. When I'm awake, he's awake. Unless I do it too many nights, if I stay up too many nights, or if I'm not getting the 3 or 4 hours that I normally get, he'll 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 go to sleep. He'll be like, I am tired of this. I can't stay up with you. I can't stay up with you another night or another day. Charlene, I meant to ask you, did your package make it? Cause I forgot to even track it. My bad on that. I really did. I forgot to even track your package to see if it had made it to the destination yet. Cause I mailed off a lot of packages this past week, and I some of them made it. Okay. Okay. A few of them made it to their destinations, and some are still on the way. But yeah. And let me know, or I can track. Well, just let me know, because if I need to resend it, I will. And I got some more books in this week, and I got some books in yesterday, but those were for a customer that ordered them. She wanted them autographed, so I was able to get her books in, get them autographed, and then I'll take them to her. I'll take them to her Monday. Yeah, since I have to go out anyway. I have a lot of stuff to do Monday. I had to reschedule my appointment that I had yesterday because of the weather to meet someone. So we rescheduled for Monday around lunchtime. So what I'm going to do is I'll leave out early, like after I get off live, and go to the doctor and pick up the prescription. And then I'll stop by and drop off the books, and that'll give me enough time to yeah, so I won't have to come home and keep going back and forth. Oh, great, thank you. Oh yes, I prayed they did, because I pray over everything, honey. I pray over all the books that I write. I pray over before I turn the camera on in the morning, and I also give thanks when I turn it off after the live. So yes, I pray that the books will be a blessing to you and to your friends. Um, yes, thank you so much. But like I said, tomorrow I'm trying not to come home once I leave. I can just make one big circle, go to the doctor, and then on my way back to town, stop by, deliver the books, and then have enough time to make it to my 12:30 appointment. And then after that, it'll be like a full circle. Just come on home, and um, that'll be it for today. I don't have a treatment tomorrow. I have to go to the doctor and pick up that paper prescription for the shower chair in the morning that she said I had to have. And then my other appointment, that's not medical or anything. I just wanted to look at something, and so I had to make an appointment to do it. Yes, yes, because you know it was raining. It was raining so bad yesterday. I was gonna meet up with her yesterday, but it was pouring out cats and dogs yesterday, and with that lightning, like I said, that's the first time that I can remember. So I'm gonna say 54 years that I have not had an anxiety attack um, due to the weather. I could say I was scared of. I have anxiety with lightning and thunder and all of that. So yesterday I was on live while it was going on, and there were a few times that when I saw the lightning or heard the thunder, I almost ran off of camera. You know, just gone. I mean, what was I gonna run to? And I meant to go back and watch that because I was like, oh, I gotta go, y'all. But I stayed on, and like I said, I didn't need any anxiety medication. The storm passed by the time I got off of that. You know, it was a lot lighter when I got off. So, thank God, that's a victory. That is a victory. So I'll be more confident in myself and my ability to stay calm during the next one. I do. I surely do. I sleep with a weighted blanket year round. Um, it has provided much comfort. Much comfort. Um, yes. Yes. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad it was perfect weather. And I love the thought of the off-grid day. That's how I feel when I'm at the beach. It's just like, oh, oh my goodness. I'll be glad when I can go back. Because it just feels like I have disconnected from everything here and reconnected, you know, spiritually. And I love that feeling. My soul is so at peace when I'm at the beach. No sense of time, no worries, no concerns, no nothing. It's just bliss, pure bliss when I'm down there. Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and say my see you later. Thank you for coming, cousins. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for being here. Um, I'll be back on in the morning between 7 and 9. I hope to see y'all here. And it might be closer to 7. It depends on, it probably will be closer to 7 because I do have things to do. Yes. Yeah, I know it. I know it. I know you are. Like I said, I love it. Like I said, that's what I'm talking about. That's a form of self-love that I'm talking about. 'Cause that feels so good. And our bodies need it. We need time to recharge. I know I do. You know, I need to recharge every day. Well, like I said, going down to that beach, that is like a total refresh right there, or reboot. So yeah, I would love to be able to do that at least 4 times a year. But I'll settle for what I can get. However many times I can get, that's fine with me. But yes, I love y'all. I will see y'all in the morning. Y'all have a great rest of your morning, great rest of the day. It is 9:34 here. So yeah, it's still early. So if you weren't having such a great morning, there's still time to speak a great morning into existence and walk in it. Yes, I am. I'm going to eat something. I'm going to eat something. Thank you so much, cousins. I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the morning. And today is not even Saturday. I think I just said Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday blessings, y'all. Love y'all. See y'all in the morning.